everyone, welcome back to another episode of Mardiman viewer levels. Well, not really viewer levels, but my levels that I'm going to show you guys in this showcase. So I made another level today, and let's go ahead and get right into it. Let's check the notifications, because I think we got some people playing this level. I don't know if they, I don't know how many beaten it, but let's see how it goes. But anyway, so, we're going to be playing my next level today, and let's go ahead and jump right into it today. So, first and foremost, let's look at an update on the previous level. Look at the support on that one so far. And again, the code, if you want to play this, is right there if you want to try it out. And, yeah. So, this level is another of these type of levels I decided to recreate a previous type of thing. So, like, let's see. I created, of course, Banjo-Tooie Grunty's Castle, which is the last world of Banjo-Tooie. Then I recreated 2 minigames from Mario Party 3. This level is probably the most original, I will say right here. But the next one I created is DKC2 DKQ Pirate Panic, also known as Donkey Kong Country 2 Diddy's Conquest Pirate Panic. Let's take a look at it, shall we? So, this is a remake of Donkey Kong Country 2's Diddy's Conquest first level. Now, I decided to look up on YouTube before I decided to make this level. I don't see anybody recreating, but then again, I might be missing one. I did spot someone else who made a level, but it's on Mario Maker 1, and it's not really on Mario Maker 2. So I want to make sure everybody can play this level, at least on the sequel, at least. So, 7 people played it, 4 people beaten it. World record is Rub3N, with 57 seconds. Okay, nice, you guys, okay. Alright, let's go ahead and get right into this level. And again, the code is on your screen if you want to try this level for yourself. It's right on there. Without me spoiling it, let's just jump right into it. So this is a Super Mario Brothers U type of style game. And basically to start things off, there's a ton of coins up there. Let's go ahead and enter in here. And we'll enter in here. Now, I completely forgot to add this in, so I'm going to go ahead and do that right now. Alright. I kidnapped your friend Donkey Kong, and there's nothing you can do about it! Yeah, I decided to add that comment as I record this. And over here is just extra life, just like in the original game. So, yeah, I decided to add that comment, why not? And, let's move on to the actual level, and here's for rats in the game. Gonna take that. And, right here is where you get your, we got Dixie with us. Take the power block. I'm actually gonna do this, actually. And right up here is the secret warp area, if you want. So, we're just gonna skip the level completely, I guess. This is basically a way to skip the level. Ha! Actually, it's just a detail, just like in the original game, but, we're gonna play this level again, actually. I just want to show you the extra detail I included in this level, such as like, a speedrunning way to get over there, because that shortcut is actually in the original game. I added detail to this level, so you wouldn't be surprised how much detail I put into this level. And, anyway, so, again, take the power block, hit that. It's basically representing the boxes in the game. Ooh. Might want to make that a little bit higher or something. I don't know. Alright, so, press A up here. Now, here I actually made it where, basically, the only way to get this, coin up there is if you're playing co-op. Now, you can play this level co-op if you want to, just like the original base, Donkey Kong Country game wanted you to play it. All you gotta do is just download this level, and there you go. I'm gonna have to stop right there, Marty, because version 1.1.0 is out, which means you can actually play this level right on the title screen. You no longer need to download it. Sorry about that short little segue. Back to the video. Anyway, so, got the checkpoint. Now, I'll tell you some trivia about this level, later on, because you may notice why is there a pipe there. We'll talk more about that later. Let's go down here, and this is where the bonus room is in the original game. It's so easy, one of the easiest things in the world. And, we got the Creme coin. Spawn over here, and, take out the Kremlings. And, we'll get Rambi as well. We got Rambi. Rambi's actually gonna be really good. But don't lose him. Rambi? No. No, Rambi. You're my Triceratops or Rhino. You get the idea. Okay, so let's go down here. And, let's just go left, I guess. Go ahead and blow up that wall. And, this is where we enter our second bonus game. We gotta kill the baddies. Or... well, not really kill the baddies. Oh, and I just failed the mission. Well, that is if I was playing the original game, but you get the idea. I'm failing hard on this one. Ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-bow-bow. I didn't mean to grab the coin, though. Well, now I'm alone, so this is not gonna be easy. Let's go ahead and go up here, and we're gonna get the DK coin, just like in the original game. We got the DK coin, nice. So now we're in this little area, of course. Obviously, we gotta take care of our Kremlings. And, oh my! I forgot about you. Alright, so, let's go ahead and, show what's inside here before we get blasted. And, this is actually, basically, the bonus room. You can only access this room once you have done both Kremling minigames and everything else, so, yeah. So anyway, so of course we're gonna beat the level just like normal. And then Dixie plays his guitar. Just like that. But yeah, that's basically Donkey Kong Country 2's Diddy Kong's Quest Pirate Panic. I'm gonna go straight to the editor, and we're gonna talk about details about this level. Alright, so, let's go ahead and get to the details of this level. So, alright, so let's go ahead and talk about the details. I'm gonna pretty much cut a lot, I will say. So, knowing well from the Donkey Kong Country games, usually it's like 2 hits, and you're dead. So, and the Kongs don't really get any power-ups. Well, besides Dixie, but I did not include a propeller hat at all. But overall, you have to get through this entire level with just a mushroom. All of these boxes only have a mushroom in it. So, yeah. I'll go ahead and point out what coins are what, by the way, but this 10 coin right here is a banana bunch in the original game. And, this coin right here is the K. Is a 30 coin. And, of course, this coin up there is basically, one of the regular coins in the game. You definitely click that, that's basically your currency and everything else. Now, I'll tell you a fun fact about these, little barrel things, like, later on. Because, I'll tell you a very important thing about them. This coin right there is actually the O for Kong, KO, that's the second letter. And of course there's a checkpoint right here, just like in the original game. Alright, so let's talk about this right here. You may notice that there's a pipe right here, and it's also right before the checkpoint. But as you know from the original game, there were no mid-level transitions at all, besides like the bonus games and everything else. Like, the whole entire level is all done in one screen. Here's the reason why I added it. Here's the current length where I'm currently at right now. This is as far as length I am at. Because if I attempt to go any farther than I normally can, this is as far as the end goal is gonna go. I can't make it any farther than this. So, I knew I had to try to fit in the sub area, so let's talk about the sub area really quickly. Like, there's multiple areas here. Anyways, first and foremost, let's just talk about the previous room, because the first part of this whole entire thing is filled with, like, mysteries and everything else. But, right here, of course, is the first room that you enter to hear the plot of the game and get your red balloon right here. Above here is completely nothing. The reason why I add that is because, well, the ship is also moving up and down. You're clearly seeing, like, a lot of blank above here. It was like, I need to fill that up, otherwise people are going to see the illusion and everything else. I didn't want to ruin the illusion. And, we'll talk about why I included this little thing here, why it's not over here instead. We'll talk more about that later, but, yeah, here's a bonus room if you're want to do that. Let's talk about the first bonus room while we're at it. Obviously, I'm a sucker to detail, and I spot while I'm doing this, there's supposed to be a coin right here. That's a regular coin right there, of course. And of course, I have to simulate the fact that you get a creme coin for doing so. But I figured, you know what? You're playing minigames, bonus areas. You might as well get rewarded. So you get 1 out of 2 red coins. And those red coins will lead you some to the end of the game, end of this level, if you're really good at it. Up here is actually the second bonus game. And, here's where, most of this stuff is. Now, just like in the original game, of course, there's, like, the rats and the Kremlings and everything else represented by both the Koopas and the Monty Moles. Of course, right there is the second coin. I probably could have put it, like, right up there, so that way the Koopa shell doesn't hit it. Once again, I found a flaw I didn't notice until after I upload it. I'm a loser. Anyways, let me go ahead and go all the way back here. So as you can clearly see, I had to put, like, most of this level down here. And I'm slightly restricted, too, because the bonus game is up there. And, yeah, so basically, I have little room to work with. But here for the level resumes, of course, I still want to follow the same formula. Of course, you still drop down here, and then you enter this door that'll lead you to bonus game 1, just like in the original game. Of course, you go here, you fall out of here. That's where you basically leave the bonus game in the original game. And, well, this is where you get, Rambi. It's the Rhino in the Donkey Kong Country series. And you use it to basically pile through enemies. However, I had to use a red Yoshi, and he shoots fire, which creates another issue later down the road. Of course, I also had to replicate the original game with, like, where all the bananas are placed. Just so you know, I actually placed all the regular coins where all the bananas were actually located. With this A over here and everything else. Of course, you enter in here. Now, here's the thing. I'm running low on room again. Because, like, in the original game... Here, I'm gonna go back in for a second. Because in the original game, like, beyond this point, you're pretty much way high up instead of way far down. And I'm really too low to even make this type of ground. So, what I end up doing is I created this... And you're just gonna be, just entering this pipe again, where the level definitely resumes. And it spawns you, like, pretty much right above the spawn point, because I want it to make sense. Of course, you still, like, go down here, just like in the original game. Alright, so I think right now is the perfect time to mention this. So, you may notice that some of the barrels that were supposed to be in the original game, instead of them all separate, they're all, like, in one gigantic whatever. Now, here's the thing. There is a barrel limit, or rather, background limit, and I am running low on these things. And, like, I had to delete a lot. I had to delete a lot of these, because, I was reaching the limit. I can't even put down any more of these background tiles. And, like, of course, like, it's usually one barrel a piece and everything else. Wow, the limit is still freaking going. How many of these things are there? Well, the point is, I was actually hitting the barrel limit, so I couldn't fit anymore. So instead, I decided to stretch them out. I mean, they're still technically the same exact thing. But instead of it looks like they're all together. And I apologize for that weird set of overview, but at least not all of them were like this. But I was hitting the background limit, so I couldn't fit anymore. And of course, over here, leave over to our bonus game. Now, this got me the most headache. Originally, I was going to be using the 3D world style. And, you were going to use a hammer instead of, like... You were going to use a hammer instead to, blow that up and, get yourself access to this bonus game. However, there were some problems with the 3D world style that I couldn't comprehend, and I'll show you the problems with the 3D world style after I'm done here, because I don't want to leave the screen right now. But anyways, back to this level. Let's go ahead and move on forward and see whatever type of stuff I spot. Of course, up there's the DK coin, represented by a 50 coin type of coin. Probably the best coin of all, of course. And right there is where the sub area ends, but we still have a ton of level to go through. So, there's definitely, like, a lot of miniature areas that I had to find places in this level that could fit the most amount of room. This area is basically still part of the main level. However, it's in one tiny small room. And it's hidden between these two Koopas, of course. Right up there is the N for Kong. K-O-N. We got the third letter right here. It's just pretty much a small room because I want to make sure I do fit the ending as well. And then right there, of course, is the Kremling inside of a barrel, which is represented by a Bowser Jr. I mean, I bet there's other ways that could work. But I think Bowser Jr. is pretty much the safest bet that I can work with. Oh, maybe I missed a letter. I feel like I missed a letter. Whatever, doesn't matter. Right here, I decided to put an arrow here for attention to detail that there's a sign right here, of course. And then, of course, in here is definitely the bonus game, which I already showed. Yeah. And obviously, I want to simulate the same way you basically beat the level. Where you just jump on there and you get a 1-up. And last but not least, in terms of sound effects, pretty much, I actually inputted the guitar solo because that's the song Dixie Kong plays. So I want to simulate the same way, you beat the level and everything else. So yeah. And one last thing I want to bring mention to. Well, let me go ahead and get Mario out of there first. Is that if you enter in here, basically this is completely visible. If you enter in here, you'll get pushed back because you're not supposed to backtrack. Now, the reason why I did this, let me go ahead and get out of the sound effects menu. Now, the reason why I did this is because, obviously, when you go this way, this is totally visible, but I don't have much room to work with, so I had to get rid of it. But I wanted to put it there because that's part of a shortcut fun and everything else. And, well, as such, people might look at it and decide, okay, let's go back to the beginning, so we'll just go inside here. And, the reason why I blocked this off is because if you do decide to backtrack, here's what you'll end up in. You'll be falling down here. It'll be a hard time to get back up. And, if you screw up the Koopa jump, well, you're probably not going to get up there easily. So, I wanted to, make sure that you guys don't make a mistake and accidentally backtrack all the way back, because I don't want to mislead people. I really don't. But, overall, be careful. You do not want to, like, accidentally backtrack upon beating the level and everything else. But I really hope you guys enjoyed that level. Alright, let's talk about, like, other ideas that I have in my mind. Now, one of which is on the Super Mario 3D World style. And obviously, if I do that, everything here, I drop my keyboard. Alright, so, anyways, back to what I'm saying. So, in the 3D world, the airship theme is nothing like a ship theme at all. Instead, it's like some sort of dark carnival type of thing. And that doesn't fit well at all. I tried out other themes, like the sky theme, because that sky theme also could work too. But this is what the sky theme would look like. And, like, that's not doable either. So, trying to, like, make an actual, like, ship and anything else is not really doable in the 3D world style. There's nothing here that I can use to make a ship at all. I might not been exploring every single bit of the 3D world style, but you know what? It is what it is. Now, another thing that I also planned is for you guys to play 2 levels and not just 1. So, I got this in my head that not only would recreate Pirate Panic, I also had plans on, like, recreating the shed level that's filled with water and everything in the original game. And it is doable. It is indeed doable. However, I had to use the sub area for something else, and I really don't think it would fit very well in this level. Yeah, we were having difficulties trying to figure out if we can get this work on the 3D world style. I'm gonna try to make sure that next time I do a Mario Maker level, it will be on the 3D world style, but I can't promise. Like, there's some ideas in my head that can only work with a limiting control set. And I do want to use the 3D world style eventually. I do want to do that eventually. So, hopefully, next time I do a level like this, it will be that. Anyways, I think we're just going to call it a wrap for today. I think there's more ideas I could think of at the top of my head. But, overall, this level is pretty well thought out and everything else. So, I really hope you guys enjoyed today's episode of my viewer level showcase. And of course, if you have any levels for me to play, definitely post them in the comments and I'll write them down. I'll play them on a live stream. And yeah, as always, Marshall1 signing out. Have yourself a fantastic night, and I'll see you legends in the next one. Good night, guys.